Alright, what's up everybody? Welcome back to Bolt Action Airsoft. This is going to be a totally different video from what you guys are used to. If you've been browsing the Airsoft community online lately, you probably have came across Bill C-21. We're going to dive into that, explain what that means for Canadian Airsofters, and then what that means for the rest of the Airsoft community as a whole. So, Bill C-21, well actually before we start, we're not from Canada.
No. We're just like, is this going to affect other countries? Are they going to follow Canada? And then, does that mean America? We're going to be probably the last if it happens, but like, still, like, is Airsoft going to go bye-bye? And
definitely not to be selfish, because there are, like, House Gamers, there's Toronto Airsoft, there's some big names in the Airsoft world in Canada, and it would be really disappointing to see them disappear. But Bill C-21 basically bans Airsoft as a whole, and overlay the actual text here. But a firearm is deemed a prohibited device if the firearm is designed to discharge a shot, bullet, or other projectile, BB, at a muzzle velocity exceeding 152.4 meters per second, which is exactly 500 FPS, or exceeding 5.7 joules. And if the firearm is designed or intended to exactly resemble with near precision a firearm other than an antique firearm that is designed or adapted to discharge a shot, bullet, blah blah blah, 500 FPS. So the first time I read that, I'm like, okay, it just can't be over 500 FPS. But no, that's not what it's saying. It's saying that if it's under 500 FPS, it's going to get banned.
Yeah, which is pretty much every airsoft gun in existence, unless you have some crazy, like, modded up crap.
Yeah. So go ahead and explain. This is a better way.
Yeah, this is dumbed down, because Ty had to dumb down for me too. So let's take this gun for example. This is not a real gun, but let's say this is a real Glock, and it looks quite good too. But on topic, so if I own this with a license and legally and it's registered to me, I can use it for hunting, target practice, whatever. This is not a real gun. It's an airsoft gun, as you can tell with the orange tip. But since it shoots under 500 FPS and it looks like a real gun, Glock made this to look almost exactly like a real gun. This is now illegal. Why? I'm not gonna question the Canada's government logic, but this under Canadian law fairly soon will be illegal.
Yeah. So we're gonna get into what it means for other airsoft places in a little bit, but first I just want to talk to you directly to if we have viewers from Canada, or if you know friends, family that play airsoft in Canada, what you guys can do to help this so it doesn't happen. So right now, Bill C-21 is in its early stages of being passed. So it's not in effect right now, obviously. First thing you can do is write to Parliament if you live in Canada.
It's like the Senate for all us American people.
Yeah. And I'm going off a lot of what House Gamers said in his video about this, so go check that out in the description. But he recommends not doing pre-written letters. There's a lot of pre-written letters that are kind of circulating online. But he recommends not doing those, and I agree. Like, if you're going to want to put as much opinion and your own experiences into that letter, so it's very personalized and it's meaningful to the members of Parliament that are reading it. However, if you're not going to send one, if you have to write it yourself, definitely just send a pre-written one. The other thing is there's a petition going around, link in the description for that. You guys can sign that if you're from, preferably Canadians, sign that because they're not going to really care too much if other...
Yeah, because if we get like 1,000 US people and then like 100 Canadian people, like that doesn't help at all.
So definitely if you're from Canada, sign that as well. And then going more into what this would mean for Canada, like I said before, every YouTuber is not going to be able to make content. Well, YouTubers from Canada are not going to be able to make content really because that would be the same thing as like making a YouTube channel here that tells you like how to drug deal or that kind of thing. Like you'll be making something to tell people about something that's now illegal. So the other thing this bill is going to do is it's going to eliminate jobs in Canada. Any airsoft retailer, anybody that is a professional player, anybody that makes their living off airsoft is no longer going to have that job. And in a time like the pandemics,
That is
already,
the worst possible thing we could have
There's
done.
already so many jobs that have been taken out or converted or whatever.
Yeah.
So that's also really bad right now during the pandemic, especially. And the last thing I have written down, I'm just reading off my notes, but the last thing I've written down is players are going to lose money, and they're going to lose a sport that they've played probably for many, many years. I know we spend quite a lot of money on airsoft. We enjoy it, but we try to make it look realistic. You know, there's always money to be spent on airsoft, and if you just have to go throw out that money, it's not going to be very enjoyable, that's for sure. And
like, if we calculated all the money we dumped into this, I probably would not want to say that number out loud because it's probably ridiculous. But then also, it's like, this is also hella fun. I don't want this to just disappear. And probably after that, I mean, they might ban paintball, and then it'll spiral downwards into banning everything.
So that's actually a decent segue to now how it's going to affect other countries, other places where airsoft is popular. So, you know, if you think about it very quickly, you're like, oh, that's Canada, doesn't matter. Well, think about it this way. So, first of all, like I said, all the retailers in Canada are going to go away. So, if you ever have bought anything from a Canadian retailer, whether that be Toronto Airsoft, something else, you can no longer buy from them because now they are selling an illegal product, illegal gun, whatever. So they're all going to go away. They're going to lose jobs, money, all that.
Whatever.
And as all of the Canadian players can't play airsoft anymore, the community, the airsoft community, is going to shrink. So what that's going to do as well is it's going to make the airsoft community smaller and less powerful.
And it's only going to get smaller after that. Because like countries like Japan that already ban all kinds, like you can't even own a gun. It'll be like an easy step to ban airsoft guns, and airsoft's widely popular in Japan right now. So.
Yeah, it's like this could just be the first step for a lot of other countries to ban airsoft. Like we said before, I doubt America is going to be next.
America's going to be the last one to do it if it happens, but still, that'd be a sad day.
Yeah. The other thing that's going to do is any country that or any airsoft retailer that imports to Canada no longer allowed to do that because now you're importing illegal goods.
Yeah, that's going to drive prices up.
Yeah. So, and the last thing it's going to do is just going to make the overall growth of the airsoft community slower because we're losing thousands of players from Canada. The word's not going to get around. There's going to be an entire country that you can't play airsoft in. So, yeah, it's tough to hear. It's definitely sad to hear that. I hope already I know there's some Canadian gun rights organizations that have linked arms with the airsoft community to try to stop this from happening. And this video hopefully explained it pretty well, but if you want more detail, like I said, I'm going to leave links and other videos in the description so you guys can go check those out and make educated decisions on how you're going to voice your opinion if you are choosing to do that.
Please do.
And other thing, we actually messaged Dayton from House Gamers on Instagram. So if we asked him how in America, if we want to be able to help them not lose their sport, how we can help. We haven't gotten a response, but if we do, we'll post that on Instagram as well. Our link to the Instagram is down below. So definitely go check that out. And the most important thing if you're in America right now you can do is share this video, share other videos. We really need to make sure that the airsoft is not banned in Canada and it doesn't spiral to any other countries from there. We really just need to all come together as a community and help prevent this from happening. So, like I said, thanks so much for watching. Hopefully we can stop this from happening, and if we can't, hopefully it doesn't affect anywhere else. But we are going to have our normal video next week, so stay tuned for that, and thanks for watching.